Thank you very much. So, when I was 24 years old, newly married, I went into a suburb and planted the first church. I thought I could do everything. We did a lot of mistakes, but the church is still there today. And then church plant become just a part of my life. And in Norway, we had a journey of church planting for many years. And in 2005, we started to evaluate the church plant done the last 30 years. And in that evaluation, we start to look at how do we train the church planter? How do we get the church off the ground? And in some way, we start to think, maybe we are emphasizing too much on the I, the church planter, and too little on the we, the team. So we start to think, is there another approach of planting church as we have training church planters? And one guy in the room came up with this good idea. Church planting is for everybody, but not everybody is the church planter. So let us create a training around the Great Commission. That's why the 4M. Master, I'm giving power in everything. He's the one who calls. He's the one who sends. He's the one who builds. It's his church. Then mission. Go therefore. Church planting is all about mission, reaching people for Christ. Then multiplication. If you don't start to multiply disciples from the smallest unit, you will never see a church grow. It's all about multiplying disciples. And movement. I'm with you all the day. God has a bigger plan. And one of the revelation was this. Look at this. When I understood that when Paul was on the top of his church planting, he said 19 times we and never an I. In our context, we are so fueled with the I, the big leader. But we need a strong we. And through that we, the community and discipleship of life is models and lived. So that's why we created a training between the I and the we. And this is the core verse of this. So we love you. We gave your life and we gave the gospel and our own life as well. So M4 become a process helping the I and the we in the first phase of planting the church, creating learning community that guide a kind of team coaching process that guide the church to really plant a healthy church in the first way. And look at this. This is the big picture. You know, there are different phases. You need recruitment, preparation. So all of you as denomination has a vision for church planting because it starts with a vision. A vision is how you convert your passion into productive action that is consistent with your core values, your core belief. And if you don't believe that we need new churches, that will not happen in your denomination. But if you believe your core values, your faith is there, we need to launch new churches to reach new people, then that will be church planters in you and around you. So this is all about vision. You need to recruit. We have developed something called M4 Ready. That is a 9-month recruitment tool for potential church planters. And I think that's quite one of the strong tools that can be used. We recruit now a lot of new church planters through M4 Ready in 12 nations of Europe. Then assessment, team, and you need to have a church planter and a team around, a community around that can be a part of planting the church. And that's when we start the M4 team training. So it's a team training process when they are planting the church. Not before, but when they are doing it. And I think this has been the kind of, for us, the aha. Often we find the church planter, we kick him out, hope you survive. Now we say, well, what about going alongside you, serving you, helping you? And honestly, I tell you something. Why do we do what we do? Today, 25% of the world population is Gen Z. is a young generation. I believe that generation is a generation that don't want to go alone. It's a huge power over we in that generation. Just look at social media. It's a huge power over we. They want to go together. And M4, Deeply Vision, is created for the young generation to plant churches that reach their own generation, where they don't need to go alone. They can go together in an environment that they have older generation serving, giving their life to them and say, you can do it. I was 24 years old, sent from the mother church by someone who said to me, Øivind, you can do it. By the grace of God. And that's why we're doing M4. And honestly, today, M4 is in 16 nations of Europe, and I know some of you have been a part of it. You are here. I would like and love to meet with you and listen in. How can we serve better together in the different nations of Europe? How can we help each other? How can we serve together? It's in 16 nations of Europe. We're starting in Moldova now, and Baptists there are involved. One church every second week have been planted the last 10 years. I think even it's more. I think it's like 350 churches planted now the last 10, 12 years around in Europe. It was an accident. And I have to honor and credit the Baptist of Latvia, because we start to do something in Norway. Then Peter Sportis, the former bishop of the Baptist Union in Latvia, asked to come and help. And Kaspar Stern, who's now the bishop there, start with M4. And all the logos, all the graphics is developed in Latvia. So thank you to Latvian Baptist.